You know where my gun is, Jason?
Right there.
Did you steal my fucking...
You're lacking.
Shit.
I caught you lacking, dude.
Yeah, at least I wasn't caught slipping. You're slipping.
What do you mean?
Anyways, that wasn't good enough. I like doing it right-handed, or left-handed cock, holding it right-handed. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Bad Comedy Podcast. My name is MACK from the Bad Comedy Podcast, and I'm here with...
I'm Jason Mellon from the Bad Comedy Podcast, and
it's great to see you all.
my rap name is Baby Seal, but I'm never slipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, we have another week of comedy for you.
My name is Jason Poverty, and I'm never lacking.
That's right. I got caught blacking one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did a blackface.
What the?
Yeah. But it was an accident.
Why are people even mad at blackface?
Well, I
Get
did
over it.
I did it by accident because I was there's a new exfoliating face
Can you explain
mask.
why it's offensive to me? It's just like I adore black people so much I want to dress like them.
Yeah.
Why is that offensive?
That's true. Yeah.
I look up to you guys.
Yeah. That's not even misappropriating their culture. That's just, I mean,
It's an homage.
It's positive appropriation.
That's right.
Appropriation shouldn't be a bad word. You just
Yeah.
appropriate things to things, you know? Disappropriating, that's bad.
It should be called,
Dis or miss?
Miss, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. And like when I do my black sounding voice, that's an homage.
Yeah.
Because inside I really want to be like that, but I have to put on this fake voice and kind of code switch from what I really am, you know?
When I do a gay sounding voice, I'm really making fun of gay people. Or I'm calling a straight fella feminine.
So me and Mike are thinking of doing this sketch. So I guess this is a spoiler if you listen to this, but you'll probably see this sketch.
Coming soon.
It'll get me canceled for sure.
Okay.
But it's gonna say written by Michael Robinson. But it was really all
That's
pretty
smart.
much my idea.
That's smart though.
So it's like
we should just attribute everything to Michael Robinson.
Well, this came from we were talking to a guy on Zoom for one of Mike's training video things, and he's talking about how he's doing this big like Juneteenth festival.
Nice.
And then jokingly I was like, am I allowed to go? And then he's like, of course, everyone's allowed to go. And then Mike was like, he's just fucking around because he's white. And then
me and Chris Damon,
and then
we always have this big celebration the day before Juneteenth, the last day of slavery.
And the guy said, as long as you're an abolitionist. And I said, it's 2024. I'm not pro-slavery. You know? And we had a nice laugh.
What is this, college?
But then I thought of a funny joke, where we thought of this funny bit. He thought of it mainly, not me. But it's basically...
That's why it's attributed to him.
Yeah, it's like me at a Juneteenth party, mostly black people, maybe me and one other white person. And I get a phone call. I'm like, hello? Dad? Yeah, no problem. And I'm like, sorry, guys, got to go. Like, I got to go meet up with my dad. And Mike's like, you only been here like 10 minutes. Why don't you just let your dad come here? And I'm like, I don't know. He grew up on a farm. He's kind of old school. I'm kind of scared he's going to slip up and maybe say some offensive or racist, something like that. And then Mike would be like, man, we're all comics. I'm sure he'll be fine. And then my dad walks out, but it's me dressed as like Colonel Sanders, like his plantation owner. And
Wait, you're playing your own dad? All right.
But
I actually like this detail.
I'm dressed up as like Colonel Sanders. And I'm like, what a mighty fine day for Juneteenth. Do any of y'all, are y'all serving mint juleps today? And then I'm like, where are y'all from? I may have known your grandpappies. My name's Ashley Albers from down in Savannah, Georgia. I had a cotton farm. And
did you pick the name Ashley as a guy's name because of Eastbound and Down?
Yeah.
Because that's the only other time I feel like I've ever, except black guys are sometimes.
It's just an old school thing.
Black guys get.
And black guys. But hold on.
Yeah.
But then, basically.
They get white girl names sometimes.
And then I'm like, I think I may have owned some of your grandpappy.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I'm like, I'm so glad that y'all got free. But y'all used to be machines. I mean, my costs and expenses went up massively when y'all got free, so I was mad for a little bit, but I've totally come around. I'm in Antifa now. I helped take down statues of Teddy Roosevelt. It's going to be some back and forth and stuff, but I'm just going to say stuff like, I'm woke.
Yeah, I like that. A woke racist.
Yeah, my dad is like a slave owner.
An ex-slave owner is now woke.
So, yeah, when I say he's old-fashioned and grew up on a farm, he was actually a plantation owner. But
I don't know why that reminded me of a movie idea I had with my friend Dave, where the idea was like, I go to the past and I steal Dave as a baby, and then me and his dad raise him together.
that's weird.
I forget what the idea was, but it was like I'm friends with Dave and I need to make him cool. No,
Let me guess, Dave Lasso.
Yeah, Dave Lasso. I think we went to the past.
You and him and Roman.
I think
out,
me
right?
and Dave. I don't know who that is. Who?
Dale.
Dave Lasso.
Dale.
Dale.
Yeah.
We never hung out with Dale. I think Dale hated Dave.
Dave
would always post these things like,
mean,
I just love doing comedy.
What percentage of comics do you think? What percentage of comics that Dale knows do you think he likes?
Yeah, true.
A very low percentage.
Yeah, I think we're friends, and he doesn't even like me.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like his friends.
Yeah.
Did we test this? Should we test this?
Yeah.
By the way, do you think
I will actually finish your movie thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll pretend like we never cut out.
The idea was I would steal Dave as a baby, and then me and Dave would raise him as a baby.
Whoa.
To make him the coolest guy ever.
Be the coolest version of Dave.
Yeah.
That's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
You should definitely make that movie. Oh, yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea for a movie.
I love movies and writing them.
You guys probably thought that we didn't just cut out there to test the audio and video. We did. You thought we organically kept going, but between the part where we were laughing and then we kept laughing after that,
yeah,
it was like an hour that we pressed pause on the thing.
You ever see the movie Schenectady, New York?
I don't like saying that word, Schenectady. It's too much. It's like too much for my brain to handle.
It's like a really
I've seen Connect 4 to D.
It's a really like experimental movie. Or not, I don't know what you call it. Really
then no.
There's like a guy, and there's all these people who are in a big play, and then there's people who are playing the people from his life, so there's like copies of everybody. There's like 100 characters in this movie.
Well, that's what Earth is for me and for my life.
I want to do a version of Schenectady, New York, but instead it's Jeff Dunham and all his puppets. And then his puppets have puppets.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should make a movie called Evanston, Illinois.
Okay, I think you'd like that.
Yeah.
People from Evanston fucking love Evanston.
Yeah.
You could really cash in by making a movie about Evanston and then showing it in Evanston.
Dude, I would make...
Everyone would show up to jerk each other off.
Yeah, I know. I'd sell at least 200,000 tickets. Because that's the population of Evanston.
Every single person would buy a ticket.
Yeah. Especially every resident. Maybe not all the students, but they don't count. We hate them there. Oh, it's not connected.
Was that a fart?
Yeah,
oh.
It was.
I thought it was a real fart because it didn't come through the headphones.
That's how good it was? That's how good?
Yeah. I was like, you could really fart, dude.
We're not doing sound buttons today, folks.
That's all right.
I can't wait for our Adam Gilbert episode we do later today, after this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that little guy.
Yeah. So the egg got cracked, folks.
What is the egg?
Blake got punched in the face by Junior.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, unless behind the paywall.
I'm sure by now it's all worked out.
Yeah. Well, I got Dale to kind of come in to be.
I was hoping it would just be like a brother thing, like, we fight and we're okay now.
Yeah.
Brothers fight.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll get worked out. I'm using Dale as the middleman, as the Proposition Joe for everyone who's seen The Wire. Prop Joe. Dale looks just like a black version of him. And
I think there's a clip online of Bert Kreischer talking about Junior Stopka, and he's saying that he loves his joke, and then he also calls Junior a Native American comic, which is so funny because he's just got long hair and braids. He thought he was Native American.
I forgot what podcast it was, but they zoomed
That's
with
so
Doug,
funny.
They zoomed with Doug Stanhope, and Doug Stanhope was just saying Junior's like the funniest guy. He's just a huge, smelly guy from Chicago.
Does he smell? I've never been close to him.
Probably, yeah. I mean, he just works on cars.
The only physical interaction I've had with him is when he punched me in the arm one time really hard.
He does a lot of punches.
One time he was showing me how to box at Lincoln Lodge. He was having me put my arms up, and he was throwing fake punches. And then Kate yelled at us.
Really?
Because she thought we were really fighting. He was just giving me a boxing lesson in the middle of Lincoln Lodge when it was really busy.
I'm really upset right now
Yeah.
because, sorry, not because of your
He gave Blake,
story.
I guess he gave Blake a boxing lesson too.
Yeah. Yeah. It is funny that he punched him with a bottle in his hand. He didn't bottle him. He punched him just so that his fist and the bottle hit his face.
Yeah.
So
I heard the bottle broke.
No, it didn't.
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Maybe it fell and broke? I thought.
Nope. He kept.
Oh, no. You're right. Somebody said if it would have broke.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
I was trying to make the fight not happen, and then Blake walked up, and then he hit him, and then.
Yeah.
I walked over to Junior at this side of the
Did
bar.
Blake walk
I
up
was
like,
is there anything I can-"
hey, everybody, what's going on over here?
He was like, "Hey, Junior, you know Vladimir Putin? I look like the guy."
And Junior said,
that was the reason he punched him.
he goes,
You know that?
Junior goes, the guy I've been wanting to punch, you look like the guy. And then he punched him.
That's funny. So I know you don't know who Prop Joe is, but a lot of people do because everyone's seen The Wire.
Uh-huh.
And Dale left
I
me.
haven't seen The Wire. I'm not an electrician.
Yeah. But
I thought that movie was for
Dale left me a
electricians.
message, and he sounded just like Proposition Joe. He was like, I texted Dale like, "Yo, are you done to go like on a walk through Humboldt Park, and we'll kind of help sort this out."
My favorite.
And he was like, he called me like, "Hey Mac, it's Dale, it's Proposition Dale."
My favorite.
And I think that I can. I think I got an idea. Let's meet me at Frank and Mary's at 3:00. I got a proposition. I think.
Yeah.
I think that we can all mutually benefit from this, and make sure that both sides are happy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but I'm sure that's great.
Yeah, he was the leader of like the west side or the east side. I forgot of
I
one of
like,
the sides, but he was the reasonable one.
I like the character from that who's called Prop Carrot Top.
Okay.
And he does a lot of prop comedy.
So just Carrot Top.
Yeah. Well, they call him Prop Carrot Top.
So like
He's like Prop Joe.
prop comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, as in proposition.
And
Short for proposition.
Prop
though.
Gallagher.
What about prepositions? Who the fuck cares about those?
I'm not
Like,
very-
what is a preposition?
I was never a prep. I was more of a nerd.
I know that a preposition is something simple, and the word preposition is too like annoying and confusing of a word for how simple.
A preposition is a word that wears a sweater over its shoulders.
Yeah, what's a
Tied in it? That's a preppy word.
The next person to say a prepositional phrase to me is getting knocked out. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about to be in a prepositional
Phase of
faded.
Yeah, you're about to be in a prepositional phase of unconsciousness.
You're about to catch a prepositional fade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm about to give you a fade like Edgar gave me at the barbershop.
Edgar.
Yeah.
Your barber's name is Edgar.
Yeah. Well, no, I assume
He's
so.
named after a haircut.
Like, no. I assumed his name was Edgar because he had an Edgar haircut. I didn't ask his name.
Yeah, that haircut's only for people named Edgar.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Korean haircut. North Korea, they all have a haircut.
Yeah, they
haircut.
kind of have the Edgar.
It's kind of a sick haircut, honestly.
It's like the Heredgar.
We had a story about. Oh, it's a bowl cut.
Well, it's like it's like
remember, like bowl cuts are too powerful. Why is the government trying to keep us from getting bowl cuts?
That's your
that
bit
old
about
joke.
yeah. Well, it's because it was the Adam Lanza thing.
Yeah.
Or no, it was Roof.
Dylan Roof had a bowl cut.
Yeah.
I watched his
CGI.
interview.
that's a conspiracy.
It's
That is a CGI.
yeah. 'Cause they want to associate bowl cuts with bad things. They put a CGI bowl cut.
Yeah. You should get a bowl cut.
Why don't they want us to
Can you
have
please
this
get a bowl
haircut?
cut?
I want a cool haircut, but Neuro monitors my haircuts.
God
my
damn it.
girlfriend doesn't let me get certain haircuts.
And
I asked her permission to get an Edgar, and I was going to do it, but she said no. She said no.
Damn it! You can't get an Edgar. And you have to get fatter. Actually, I like that part.
She wants me to get
I
fatter.
want her to keep. Okay.
Unfortunately, I keep getting the flu.
So I guess with my
COVID.
my ideas or Nura's ideas, I'm in the middle on. Because I don't like that you can't get the Edgar, but I like that she's making you fatter.
Yeah.
So I'm indifferent right now towards her ideas.
Yeah, she's
not for
you're
or
kind of,
against.
mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mixed. I'm half black, half.
Hey man,
Asian.
the world is a complex place. It's okay to have a mixed opinion about people. You don't have to fully agree or disagree with anybody.
Well, I'm half black and half Asian. That's why I look white. But that's also why I have one really big dick and one really small one.
I'm in the same boat actually.
Wait, really?
I think in Eastern Pacific they call us Samoans.
Are we brothers though?
Being black and Asian, that's like being Samoan.
No, I was saying. I said, yo, I found out today that Chief Keef's real name is Chief Keith.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, what the? And,
I found out that
then
Travis Scott's real name is Jock.
Well, then I was digging further into it in my mind. I didn't look anything up, but I was like, wait, that means that Chief Keith and Toby Keith, they must be related. So I was like, sorry for your loss, Chief Keith.
Uh-huh.
And then I was thinking more about it, because this is kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's kind of important.
Yeah, it's like Toby, like what an awful name. That might be the lamest name of all time.
It's the name from Roots when he's like, "Don't call me Toby. My real name is Kuta Kinte."
Yeah, well, it's just a bad name in general. Like Toby Maguire.
The white slave masters rename him Toby.
Yeah, honestly,
Toby Maguire. That's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the lame.
He's lame.
Yeah,
I think he hangs out with Leo DiCaprio in the Pussy Posse, though. Is he in the Pussy Posse?
He was cool with Ben. Yeah.
I mean, who's having sex with Toby Maguire?
Well, so is the fat guy from
I think
American
only
History
pedophiles,
X.
like, he looks like a boy.
Yeah, well, also E from Entourage was part of it.
Okay, I don't know. Entourage.
David Blaine was in it.
David Blaine, that makes sense. He seems like a real scumbag.
And the really fat
Magicians
guy, and the really fat guy
vibe.
who lost a bunch of weight is a fat guy in American History X.
Why do you get so good at sleight of hand unless you intend on roofing somebody? That's what I think
true,
when I hear about magicians.
Yeah, I say.
Why are you so good at sneaking coins or coin-sized things around?
Yeah.
Why are you so good at hiding a pill-sized?
I don't like watching Mr. Hands that much, but I like to watch the slide of Mr. Hands.
The slide of Mr. Hands.
Yeah, just a slight amount of it, once a day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can handle.
No, the other one.
I have to turn it off after I catch a slight amount of it.
The other one, you wouldn't guess this, but he's a really fat guy, Ethan Chumley, the fat guy from American History X.
Oh, yeah. He's also in, I think, Boy Meets World.
Yeah, he's one of the bullies.
And the dad is also in American. A lot of Boy Meets World people were in American History X, which is really funny.
This is something that you should like. Don't make it a joke, but just it's something profound for Twitter or Facebook.
I need to remember American History X.
If you want me, I can make a picture side by side comparison.
I have a list on Letterboxd that's like it's called I Always Knew They Were Racist, and it has like when weird actors play racist.
Mm-hmm.
So in Black Klansman, the guy who played Eric Foreman from that 70s show plays David Duke. And then there's a movie called Becky where the guy from King of Queens, Paul Blart, he plays a Aryan Nation prison guy.
Yeah.
And then there's another
Actually,
movie.
wait, that movie wasn't too bad.
Becky?
Wait, no. Oh, no, not Becky.
It stunk.
No.
That was a really bad movie.
I never saw
honestly.
Becky.
It's like a 12-year-old girl is killing a bunch of Aryan Nation, like giant.
I'm thinking about. I watch a lot of those types.
gang
I watch a lot
members.
of those Aryan movies. This because it's so bad. Like people watch serial killer movies because they're bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Like being racist to any extent is so like mortifying to me. That it's kind of like riding on this really scary roller coaster. When I watch a movie like American History X or the one with the Harry Potter guy as a skinhead.
Wait.
Daniel Radcliffe.
He's a skinhead in a movie? What movie?
It's good.
Which movie?
Skin.
Skin.
No, wait, that's not Skin. It's another one. I'll find it. It's Daniel Radcliffe, skinhead.
All right. I mean, that movie needs to go on my list.
Yeah.
I always knew they were racist.
Catch this. It was so racist that it was scarier than Large Marge from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
God, that's horrifying.
I know.
That's the scariest. Honestly, on the levels of fear, I think that's the highest.
Because you've never seen past that scene, right?
No, I always turned it off and peed my pants.
Yeah. You got to remember.
I always had to turn off the movie because I was cleaning up the pee in my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're scared to find where it starts afterwards.
I don't care if he finds a bike or not. That's too scary.
Yeah.
After you see Large Marge, you're like, I don't care about the bike.
That fat guy, Francis, I fucking hated that guy. He was the guy who'd bully him. He was the neighbor.
Who steals the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He's kind of like Peyton Ruddy.
That shit legitimately pissed me off when they stole his bike.
He was kind of like
so fucking annoyed by that.
That guy was kind of like Peyton Ruddy.
I don't remember what he looks like.
He was a white fat guy.
I haven't seen that movie since I was a child, honestly.
Well, actually, no. I think I rewatched it.
I want to.
But yeah. Well, we can watch it for the rest of the episode.
There's one more movie called Green Room where
I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Remember
where they're in the green room?
It's the guy from Star Trek is the racist.
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Stewart, Patrick Stewart. He's
Yeah.
like
I've
the
seen
leader
it.
of
they're in like
skinheads.
There's like a skinhead rock band show going on. And they're in the back.
It's like a punk venue.
Yeah, you would think. I watched Green Room because
It's a pretty brutal movie.
Yeah, I watched Green Room because
though.
I thought it was like maybe like help me improve my comedy. I thought it was like about a comedy Green Room.
It had really high reviews on Letterboxd, but it's because there's a bunch of woke people on that website, and I think they just like the idea of white supremacy. Yeah,
with them winning against them.
It felt performative that they had such high ratings.
Well, I think the director.
I also watched this movie recently called
there's one called Blue Room too.
Is there?
Yeah, by the same director.
No way.
Yeah,
that sounds.
Look it up. It sounds like a lie, but
it sounds like a joke you'd do on the podcast.
I know. Well, we had
one called Red Room.
No, we had Michael Myers, me and Ike, a long time ago. I still remember this because we had Michael Myers on the podcast, and they were talking together about the movies Green Room and
did you see Red Room?
And then they talked about Blue Room, and then I was like, I like Brown Room.
Yeah,
but there's a Blue Room by the same director.
The racist in Red Room is Khalil, the comedian.
I like the movie Nefarious. That's probably my favorite movie.
Hold on, though. I was going to say about there's a movie called The Hunt. Have you seen that? It just came out.
The Hunt.
It's a bunch of rich liberals kidnap a bunch of like Trump supporters they don't like and hunt them. And it's like there's one girl who's kind of like nihilistic about politics, and she's killing all the rich liberals who are hunting her.
I like that.
And on Letterboxd, nobody knows what to rate it. They're like, I don't understand the politics of this movie. And it's like the politics are simple. Rich people suck.
Yeah.
Like rich liberals are douchebags, just like racists are douchebags. You know?
Welcome to the east side of Evanston, folks.
I legitimately really liked the movie, and then it had like really bad reviews.
Well, yeah. I mean, most rich liberals are just performative fake liberals. They're not. I mean, they're socially liberal, but fiscally they're not for sure. Like my dad, he's a Democrat, but every economic policy he brings up is a completely right-wing one.
Oh yeah, that's a funny thing. Like, there's a lot of people.
But he says like he's like, oh yeah, like when someone says something on TV, like he'd be like, yeah, like I like that, whatever Joe Biden just said.
There's a lot of people who are like, just like they don't realize they're Republicans, but it's because they're like they don't realize they're racist.
It's more tribal.
They don't realize
it's more tribal than actually. Yeah,
I knew a guy who was like, he's like he just hated George Bush.
I mean,
and then once it got far enough away, he just became a Republican now.
Yeah,
he just realized he always was, but he hated George Bush, so he thought he was a Democrat for a long time.
My dad just liked Obama. He's like I think my dad was like, look,
people don't have like good reasons for what they believe.
Yeah, especially like women. Like like my mom has the worst reasonings for liking certain politics. What was I going to say?
It's funny that
my dad was a Republican.
Your dad had bad reasons. You didn't fault all men, but when your mom did, you faulted all women.
Yeah,
you sexist.
Yeah. Well, I know. I also know more women that do that. She's my prime example.
I mean, I know lots of guys who are dipshits. Anybody who actually believes in politics or has like a strong political point of view is a dipshit.
Unless you're a cashist.
Unless you're like me and you think we should blow up the earth, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Or if you're cashist.
Here's my saying. It's,
you don't believe in cashism?
No.
You're not in money mode?
No, I am in money mode.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I am.
Cashist is about getting that.
I thought you were saying Cassius Clay. No, it's about I don't really know about all that.
It's about getting.
It's because his name is Muhammad Ali, not Cassius.
No.
Okay?
It's all about getting that cash.
I thought you were dead naming Muhammad Ali.
No, I would never. It's almost Juneteenth. I would never.
Yep. Okay, good. Respect.
I can't wait till June because every day of June for us is Juneteenth, folks.
Hell yeah. I actually celebrate the teeth of every month.
Dude, I got so mad the other day. I saw some guy. He almost said the N-word.
He almost did?
Yeah.
How could you tell?
I could just tell in his eyes.
I feel that way about you all the time.
What?
I look in your eyes and I just see you, the N-word, repeating in your head.
Well, yeah, the N-word, like the saying the word the N-word. Yeah.
I don't even say the N-word in my head. That's how woke I am.
Or like sneaking it in.
I bleep it.
You bleep it?
In my own head.
Oh.
When I'm thinking about the word, I bleep it.
I mean, those are the evil thoughts in my head that I'm really trying to get rid of through stoicism.
That's good, man.
Yeah, because I think that racism.
HR says I got to get rid of them too.
Racism's not only scary to me. It's I think it might be the worst thing out of anything.
Does Daniel Radcliffe say the N-word in that movie when he's a skinhead?
Yeah, he's like. I want to say it in his accent so bad.
A pot of tea, a crumpet, and an N-word.
Yeah.
Fucking, I hate Daniel Radcliffe. There's a episode of Jimmy Fallon where Daniel Radcliffe raps a Blackalicious song with the Roots are playing the music for him. The Roots are the Jimmy Fallon band.
Yeah.
And it just felt like I was like, this is more offensive than any blackface. Daniel Radcliffe rapping.
Yeah.
And he's basically using the Roots as his band.
That's essentially
the Roots, a really incredible rap group.
That's that's minstrelsy.
Yeah, it's basically like they're his slaves in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And Daniel Radcliffe is British, which means he's extra white.
Yeah, and his last name is
Extra white.
Radcliffe. Sounds super rich, you know.
Yeah. He sounds like a fucking
because
like,
it's Radcliffe, not Ratcliffe. That was on poor Radcliffe is rich.
He sounds like
Hawthorne,
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller, yeah, Carnegie.
Just other rich names.
Yeah,
they always have a bunch
these
of,
are just actually Carnegie was completely self-made.
Yeah,
Carnegie,
I'm sure it wasn't just him. I'm sure it was.
Who are the other?
I'm sure it was him and the devil.
Who else? There's at least one more from the Gilded Age.
Anyone who is self-made, it's not completely true. It's always them and Satan.
Yeah.
It's them and blood ritual.
J. Pierpont Morgan. Except Morgan isn't, but if
Pierce Morgan?
No, J.P. Morgan.
Pierce Morgan is self-made.
I'm just thinking of different people from the Gilded Age.
There's almost nobody that I want to punch in the face more than Pierce Morgan whenever he talks.
Yeah.
Don't you just want to fucking knock him out?
I don't know. It's Rachel Mancow. I kind of want to also.
I loved it when Andrew Tate whooped his ass in chess. They played chess.
Really?
Yeah.
Andrew whooped his ass?
Andrew Tate whooped his ass. Andrew Tate's dad was a professional chess player.
Oh, that's true. That's good. Yeah.
Andrew Tate's like really good at chess.
Well, it's nice to see him kind of walk the walk because he talks a lot.
Andrew Tate is a legit kickboxer and chess player. Like, what a badass. I'm getting into him.
Yeah, but he's Muslim.
Oh.
Which is cool, YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, being
I was at Muhammad's wedding.
What do you call it? Oh.
I gave him as a gift.
Were you actually there?
Yeah, I gave him as a gift coloring book and crayons for his child bride.
That's awful.
And I said, "Happy wife, happy life."
That's awful.
Yeah. So,
what's it called when you're against like another religion, like racist towards another religion? It's not. I feel like sacrilegious is if you're being sacrilegious towards your own.
I always remember that Martin Luther King said we respect each other's creeds.
Like
I'm like, is that their creed? Yeah. That's got to be the.
Wait, is there a black creed?
Apollo Creed.
No, I'm thinking that's good.
Is there a black creed?
No, but
Apollo Creed. He's the black creed.
I'm trying to think of like a hard rock black band that's like with arms wide open.
Ooh.
The Roots, probably.
You know, Boys Are Back in Town. That guy's black.
Yeah.
The guy who sings that.
Yeah, you talked about that.
I'm just a cowboy.
And I still don't believe it.
Lonesome for the road.
What's his name?
I don't know his name. I forget. What's the band called?
Men at Work?
No. Men at Work. Men at Work I associate with my dad. My dad's two favorite bands when I was a kid that I remember. My dad is almost like...
Is he a hard worker?
I don't know how to characterize my dad. His favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz. His favorite band is AC/DC. And then the only other band that I know that he likes is Men Without Hats. We could dance if we want to.
Okay.
That's the one song I know about that.
The fact that
is my
favorite
dad,
movie is still The Wizard of Oz.
Is my dad gay?
He's a lame, yeah. Well, I think he's just a lame.
I think he likes musicals.
He's a lame.
Well, you know that
he might be a gay musical.
Do you know
guy.
that The Wizard of Oz is a loose metaphor for how we need to go back to the gold standard, and it's actually a lot of libertarian messaging.
Hell yeah!
Underneath all of it, it's actually a big political metaphor.
And
the guy at the end,
the wicked
the
witches,
man behind the curtain. You know, like you think there's this big, powerful guy, but it's just a guy behind the curtain. That's a metaphor for government.
Yeah, and the Wicked Witch is the Fed.
Probably. Like legitimately, it's not, the metaphors are so deep that if you look into it, there's like specific people from history who they're supposed to represent, like different like bankers and stuff.
Yeah,
Who are part of, you know, like the Fed.
I never saw Wizard of Oz because that was a copy off of like it was an Elvis type of thing. The Wiz,
The Wiz was the original.
Yeah, the Wiz was first.
Yeah.
and I just hate when white people take black culture.
I saw the
And
Wiz.
the Wiz
The
came
Wiz was
out.
on TV. I was like, I guess I don't need to watch this because I already watched the other one. I know what happens.
Yeah, what percentage of people that have watched the Wiz call it the Wiz versus the Wheeze?
The Wiz.
Hey, I'm going to pick up the keys over to Breeze to watch
Yeah.
the Wheeze. That's how my old employee Darrell literally would have said it.
You got black guys working for you? Nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty old school.
working with me.
That's pretty old. Oh.
That's my dad. My fake dad. My real dad is actually really cool. My dad, his music, outlaw country, cool.
I've been calling it barely legal country.
But he was also around like when they were popular, those guys, and also
I've been calling outlaw country barely legal country because I'm trying to piss off line cooks. They're my demographic who listen to it.
Yeah. And then when he went to college, he got into the Doors and the Talking Heads.
Oh, sweet.
So that means he was in psychedelics.
I don't really like the Doors, but I love the Talking Heads.
It's flipped for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like the Talking Heads?
Yeah, I like the Doors.
I could see that.
Yeah.
The Talking Heads are kind of old.
They're too old. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Stop Making Sense? He wears a big suit.
Yeah. No. Actually, it was funny because we went on a ketamine journey in this room.
You and your dad?
Me and Brandon. And
You should do a ketamine journey with your dad. That would be sick, dude.
me and Brandon and this girl Jackie went on
You're
a ketamine
like, are we
journey.
going to Jeffrey Pepsi Island?
Yeah. And we
If
were
you're looking at your dad all high, you think he's Jeffrey Epstein.
We were watching. We want to watch music videos or something and put like crazy lights on. And they kept begging to watch Men Without Hats, and I was like, no. Or no, wait, no, sorry, no, Talking Heads.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Men Without Hats would be kind of scary.
But
It'd be too scary.
I was
Talking Heads makes sense.
I was protesting them, so on a different monitor, I was watching some like How I Met Man music videos,
What did you watch?
like outlaw country music videos.
That's not good for tripping.
No, it was great.
No, you want to see something more visual.
No, because a lot of like outlaw country also incorporates a lot of like Western country too. Where they talk
Dude,
about-
it sounds so boring.
No, it's not at all.
No, it's great.
How is that
we did
boring?
mushrooms and we watched C-SPAN.
No, it's like
It sounds like just
no,
not fun.
it's
You want to
like-
watch something
no,
more?
It's guys riding around with pistols and shooting natives.
No. I want to. It sounds black and white to me. It sounds like old TV.
It's white and red.
That's the kind of shit my Aunt Rosie watches all the time. Handicap Aunt Rosie.
No, that's
That's my
what
parents. She
that's-
literally watches westerns, like black and white westerns every day.
Aunt Rosie.
Yeah.
She probably loves.
And then sometimes a guy will hit a girl on them and she'll laugh.
ask her if she's a fan of Lonesome Dove.
I'm sure.
I
don't know.
guarantee it.
She probably doesn't even know what that is. She likes the Cubs.
She knows if she's
She likes baseball. She bowls.
no, if she likes old westerns, she loves Lonesome Dove.
She's handicapped. She's mentally.
Somebody would have showed it to her.
No, nobody showed her anything.
How did she watch them?
She has a TV.
Yeah.
She watches like the TV Land or something.
Okay, so
She's like an old TV channel.
My dad had this big VHS box series of the Lonesome Dove movies. My dad also loves the movie Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner.
Okay, I've never seen it.
It's really good.
Is there a dancing?
No.
Do they dance if they want to? I could dance with wolves if I want to.
Yeah,
I
actually-
can leave the world behind.
Safety dance.
Me and the wolves go in the woods and we dance all day and we really don't mind.
Yeah. Men Without Hats did the soundtrack for Dance with Wolves. Safety Dance was the main song.
Safety dance.
Like, boop, boop, I do love that song, yeah.
Which one?
Safety Dance, yeah.
That's the only song I know by them.
Well, there's also like Dangerous Dance.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're like
Nice.
we're gonna dance.
Do
Yeah.
you remember being a kid and they give you safety scissors and you'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I want the real.
I'm not
I want the
Yeah,
dangerous.
I'm not a
scissors.
pussy.
What,
Yeah.
look like a man without hats.
Or when the teacher scissors, the big scissors that
hell
they had.
yeah.
I was like,
It's like, if I got to use these shitty scissors that don't work, why don't you just do it, teacher, with your real scissors?
Yeah, well,
or give me the real scissors, I'll do it myself.
but the teachers
And also I'm going to run
they
across the room
use
with them.
like oversized scissors. Like there's no regular scissors when you were a little kid.
No.
Because like they weren't using they were legit using big scissors.
Dude, teachers had the best thing ever.
And they
they
always-
had the big
they were metal.
shoom thing to cut paper.
Oh yeah.
Shoom.
Mhm.
It's got the big blade on it, and there's always like a horror movie, somebody gets their hand cut off with it.
And there's read in front of us, like
Yeah.
trying to look all cool, and we're all jealous. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're just kind of torturing us.
Shoom.
And
And
then
they're like, here's your shitty plastic scissors, you
and
fucking
they
fool.
and they got laminators, which is sick. It makes paper like you can't
Yes.
fuck up the paper.
It makes paper the most
Me-
destructible thing.
Yeah.
Indestructible.
Meantime, in my trapper binder, everything is all of it crumbled up, and then they just have in the room that we're not supposed to go into, they have the laminator.
Yeah.
So it's bullshit.
Dude, that is
But-
the shit.
But do you know
and the
that-
laminator too, it's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gets all hot and it could burn you.
Yeah, it's sick.
Hell yeah.
Like
That's
the
sick,
idea
dude.
of the danger of getting burnt, but the scissors
Oh, how about-
use
speaking of getting
were
burnt-
always fully metal. Hold on, they were
Yeah.
always fully metal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
The handle,
like
too.
chrome. The
It
handle
hurts your
also,
fingers.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
sometimes a little rusty. And those teachers had it. They had it.
How about
made
a
it.
hot glue gun?
And they're-
hot glue gun.
Yeah, that's
It literally has the word gun in it. That's
Dude,
the shit.
And these teachers are all on strike, and they get all these cool things.
Yeah.
They used to get overheads.
They have to pay for it.
They used to get those.
themselves.
They get those overhead
Yeah,
things.
they draw on it and then
and
they
it
make
pro-
you wash it.
and it projects on the wall.
off. Yeah, that's the shit.
Like and
And it
I'm,
looks
and I'm
horrible.
going on strike.
It's horrible. They write and you can barely read it.
All right, so what's the list of sick
You know what they have now? Because when I was a teacher, they have, instead of an overhead projector, it plugs into the computer and it's a camera pointed at the thing. So you write and it's literally just takes a video of the paper instead of an overhead projector.
Oh.
That's the new thing.
They should just keep overhead projectors.
Overhead
right?
projectors are sick.
That just
dude.
makes more sense.
How about a TV on a stand that
So-
they roll into the room?
It sounds like a waste of microchips or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
When we could be using them for cars.
I liked, you know what I would always do to the class to make them laugh is I would tilt it up at my face and I go, "Hello, everybody,"
Or
and then
yeah.
I put it back.
Or you can like do like shadow things in it, and make it like look
Well,
like a
no,
puppet.
this was the camera. So when I
Oh.
held it up, it was my actual face would be
that's funny.
projected on the
Nice.
screen. This is one of my classroom bits.
That was good.
I would also save it once a year when I was a teacher. I would say the word "fuck" really hard, and the whole class would die laughing. It always crushed.
You were teaching college though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would just go "fuck," and the whole class would go, "Ha ha ha."
Yeah.
Teachers aren't supposed to cuss.
That's good because I mean I had some teachers that like would curse a decent amount
yeah.
because they thought they were cool, and the idea that you would just do it once is pretty funny.
Just save it all year.
yeah.
Yeah, if you cuss regular, you're kind of like the cool teacher. But I wanted to be the funny teacher,
Yeah,
so I would
yeah.
just save it for one.
But
one
sometimes
joke.
if you swear too much, then you're the try hard teacher.
Yeah, you don't want to be that.
My favorite teacher was I'm sorry I forget your name, teacher, but you looked like Charlie Kelly from Always Sunny, and you taught the class at University of Iowa the the fall of Carthage, the Punic Wars.
I think Dan Carlin talks about those.
I'm sure. I mean, it was a 3-part war.
Was the class you were taking called Hardcore History?
I mean, you know, different people talk about similar history things, right?
Well, but that's a particularly hardcore event.
Yeah, well, it is wild that it was a class simply on just the Punic Wars. You know,
Yeah.
It's like we don't know that
The
much.
Puny
about it.
Wars.
The pubic wars would be
Pubic
better.
Wars,
yeah,
that's good. I was going to say it was about us having a small dick.
No, this is the one where Hannibal Buress crossed the Alps with the elephants. Yeah,
The Alps.
yeah, it was Hannibal Buress.
Somebody on stage yesterday said Mount Everest. You guys ever heard of it? I'm like, yeah, the most famous mountain of all time.
I prefer K2.
I have heard of it.
I prefer K2.
What's K2?
I think it's a mountain.
I think it's a spice. Yeah, K2 is fake weed.
Well, we're gonna have to make a poll. See which one it is.
I think people are going to vote for mine. K2 is fake weed. K2 spice.
It's also a mountain.
It's what they do in the movie Dune.
Yeah. that's
Have you seen Dune?
No, that's what they do in Mad Max.
Dune?
No, they do Trank in Mad Max.
Trank? Hold on, I've been watching Mad Max. They spray paint on their face, remember? And then they go nuts.
Yeah, but I think it's like
That's
a
the
special
shit.
type of spray paint drug. Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
because they go wild.
It might just be regular spray paint.
You know
There's
my,
huffing.
you know who my favorite guitarist of all time is?
The fucking one
The
from
one in Mad Max.
Yeah.
That has,
That's the shit, dude.
he's like a giant with like hooks on his back.
I think
Is
he's
he
I
more-
think he's a normal sized guy, but he's on bungee cables and he jumps all around.
No, I think he's like huge too.
I don't remember. I don't remember him being huge.
We'll make a poll.
We'll do a poll for that too. We don't have to know anything. We just have to hit the poll button.
I'm looking. I got to see him now. Keep talking. Mad Max guitar guy. They'll know what it is. But I think he's the best.
I don't remember there even being any like guys who were too big, except the main villain was like a big fat guy.
Well, he had like
with a crazy
mask on,
like a Bane mask and like clown hair.
He was like mask on. There's a pandemic.
Yeah, he was getting ahead of COVID.
Yeah, he was woke.
He was woke.
Yeah, he was a woke despot.
Hell yeah.
I like that word, despot. Home despot. That's where I was today. Folks,
there's a new Mad Max out. I tried to watch it last night. I found a pirated version, and it was there was a slot machine website. There was a gambling website advertised throughout it, and I had to turn it off because it was upsetting me. I was like, I just want to watch this movie without getting advertisements for slot machines.
Yeah.
I think they also edited out some of the violence, and I was like, I got to get the full violence.
Yeah, that's true. I did want to say to the patrons, I was in an amazing mood before when I first started setting up, and then there was a bunch of tech problems, and I know a lot of you patrons are probably one more fuck up away from unsubscribing. But
we have had a lot of
I don't know.
fuck-ups.
There's something going on. I'm gonna get new cords, but we had to figure it out for like an hour, and then I was in a bad mood, and now I'm back in a good mood. But I was in a good mood because I'm getting paid to do home improvement. But
Your favorite thing.
I'm standing at deck. It's my favorite activity to do. I love it.
Yeah.
And then also comedy. I love comedy. I'll yell from the rooftops.
I
love
like
comedy.
I don't like doing home improvement. I like watching home improvement. That's a good show.
And I'm getting paid to do comedy tonight. So
Tim Allen?
So I'm getting paid to do two things that I love.
That's sweet, dude.
And I'm getting paid to
when
and
you
I'm getting paid to get pussies.
when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Wait, you're a sex worker?
I like that.
Hell yeah.
That sound like a Dando.
Hey, man.
That sound like a Dando Simo response to it.
I guess they call me a sex worker, but when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My response to what you just said is like, I feel like how Dando Simo was saying. I like that.
Dan DeSimo said,
Dando,
he said one time, Jason, somebody was doing a bit on stage about how seals were R-wording penguins.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, why would anybody do that? And Jason, you said, probably because it feels good.
Yeah.
That's what the last conversation I had with Dan.
Is he trying to cancel animals?
No, Mark Allen was doing a joke about
Me and him have the
seals
same
having
name.
sex
His
with
middle name is
penguins.
Allen.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Shout out to Mark Allen, patron.
Yeah, I love Mark Allen, dude. I haven't seen him in a while.
But yeah, the best guitarist of all time, definitely the Mad Max guitarist.
Yeah, probably.
He deserves more credit.
How about the Fiddler on the Roof? Worst fiddler of all time.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting my outlaw country band. I need a fiddler. I'm definitely not getting the Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah. Who else does music?
Fire comes out of the guitar. I think it's only those two guys that we just talked about.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of weird musicians. Like the
the
Fiddler on the Roof, the guitarist from Mad Max.
the Chinese person with a gong.
That's a great guy.
Or what about the
How about the Gong Show guy? He had a gong.
how weird is like old Chinese music? It's like I guess that's more Japanese, like geisha stuff. Like
Yeah. Oh, dude.
yeah.
I heard the coolest fucking music. So remember when my car got fucked up at Reggies?
Yeah,
Matt,
you have to go. You have to
Matt
get,
Doyle
wait,
Surprise.
you have to get a new one.
yeah, Matt Doyle Perez and me sat in the car till 5 a.m. waiting for a tow truck driver. Matt Doyle Perez is like the coolest fucking nicest guy ever. He didn't have to sit with me all night, and he fucking did.
I would say more like just like the nicest and considerate guy. Wouldn't say coolest. I mean,
he's so cool. He also let me use his AAA, and
no, that's nice and considerate.
he plays the drums,
not that cool,
and the
though.
guitar. He's cool.
He's not that cool.
He is cool.
I just mean like you.
He's 41. That's not cool.
You said he's the coolest guy, and I can name like a lot. Like you think he has a number one spot?
I can't think of anyone better.
Me.
Oh,
yeah.
Change the subject.
What?
Ooh.
Oh no.
Awkward.
I've been watching a lot of Prison Break, folks. It's a new show, 2006.
I could use a prison break from that show. Use a break from that show.
Yeah.
Matt Dole pressed out with me. All right, listen, I got picked up by a tow truck driver 5 a.m. I get in the car with him. I bought Matt a lift for hanging out with me all night because I felt bad for him getting home. And I get in the tow truck. This tow truck pulls up. It's got lights on it, but like everywhere, like a Christmas tree spread of lights. Like the whole thing is lit up. Honestly, the sun was coming up.
I would
this
say
thing
that's
pulled up with the
lit.
lights.
That's lit.
It was, dude. It was sick, but I was so tired. I wasn't in the mood for it. Like the party showed up, but I was like up all night. I was tired. So the guy gets out. He's a Palestinian. I find out. He hooks up the car. I get in with him.
He's pals with Stein.
He has a hookah built in to his car somehow.
So that's
he's
all.
Smoking
that's
these
all.
huge.
That's cool, but only because he's Palestinian.
Yes.
If it was like a white guy,
dude, he was so like
John Hickok has one.
Talking about stoic, this guy was stoic. He didn't show a single emotion, but his car was decked out with lights. He's blowing huge donks.
That's awesome.
He's the whole council is in Arabic, and he's blasting like at like the highest level this Palestinian music that was like it felt like a wedding or something. It felt so fun and
Did it sound like terrorist music?
No. I felt like a lot. I felt like, dude, I wish I wasn't so tired because
it wasn't like
is the coolest thing ever, and I really am.
It wasn't like
no, it was like ching 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 ching. It was like really like ching, like upbeat.
It wasn't like
cool drums. It was like dum dum dum.
So it was like some cool electronic Middle Eastern music.
There was not a lot of singing. No, I asked him what it was, and he said it was called midjules.
Interesting.
And I've Googled that word. He tried to spell it for me and couldn't. His whole dashboard was in Arabic. And get this, he goes, "I was born and raised in Chicago."
King Louis says that in one of his songs.
Yeah. He said he grew up on the south side when there was a lot of gangs, Latin Kings and stuff. He was talking about the different gangs. But, dude, this guy had the thickest accent, and he said he grew up his whole life in Chicago.
Well, I guess it's so segregated. It's the same thing as growing up in Palestine, essentially, except you're not getting bombed.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it's just like that, dude.
You're right.
Gang
I
warfare.
think the guitarist...
They call it Chirac, dude.
Yeah, the guitarist was normal height. You're right.
I was right. He's normal.
Well, there's not really a guy by him to show if he's big or not.
There's a part where he's dead and they're by him. You know, like he's just like hanging from the strap still and dead.
Yeah.
And they go by him in the movie.
Can somebody watch Mad Max, the full movie, and let us know? We'll make a poll.
But, dude, this guy rocked. I wish I could find this music.
Oh, no.
He was supposed to text somebody. Are we frozen?
I am. Yeah. So you have to go to the store to get medicine for neuro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's sick?
Always.
Why?
She's rad.
You're always
She's fucking sick.
You're always sick too.
Yeah, I know.
You think
I got sick from you.
Oh, well, that's debatable.
I came here and you were like, me and Mike just got over a sickness, and then that night I was like starting to cough.
I don't know.
It was clearly inoculated.
You're kind of the Mucinex booger.
Only because I touched one thing in your apartment.
You look like him. You don't shower that often.
Because I got it here. I caught it.
No,
you and Mike Robinson made it together.
You're the Mucinex booger.
You got together and made a bunch of Mucinex boogers out of your dicks.
No, you're
making each other come.
You look just like the Mucinex booger.
Watching Saltburn.
No, only he watches Saltburn every day.
Now you guys burn when you pee.
Yeah. Well, maybe tell Nura and you to get Crohn's so you have a superpowered immune system like me.
True that.
My immune system is so supercharged with white blood cells that it eats my body. That I have to basically kill my powerful cool cells.
That's sick,
so
dude.
it doesn't eat my body.
That's sick.
Yeah.
When you die, you're probably gonna melt like the Wicked Witch, from your body eating itself.
Yeah. But luckily that would suck to have Crohn's and sickle cell.
Why would
cell
you have
anemia.
both? Why?
That would suck.
That would suck. It would suck to have Crohn's, sickle cell, and AIDS.
Yeah.
And also cancer.
Yeah.
If you had all 4 at once.
That would suck.
Plus
yeah.
MS.
Yeah.
Plus the ice bucket disease.
You know that you can cure sickle cell anemia by getting splinter cell anemia? You play the video game Splinter Cell a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that disease where you're like, it's
That's the only cure of Splinter
they call it a Kaiser blade, but it's actually a sickle cell. Sling blade disease.
Oh, what?
Sling blade disease.
Oh.
It's like sickle cell.
You say a Kaiser?
Yeah, they call it a Kaiser blade. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade.
Is it Kaiser blade?
You ever see Sling Blade?
I have, but not for a long time.
That's what he says in the movie like 8 times.
Kaiser blade. That would mean a emperor, like an emperor.
Yeah.
Blade.
So I used to go. Some people call it a Kaiser roll. I call it a dinner roll.
Because Kaiser is the German word for Caesar.
Yeah.
And basically, it just means that you're when you're the Kaiser, you're the
Casper is the English word for a friendly ghost.
Really?
Casper.
There's a
it's also a mattress.
Preposition is a word for something. I don't know what the hell it is. I never want to know my whole damn life.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Sorry. Oh my god.
I don't know what it is.
I almost just said the prepositional and then PHRASE. I hate when people say that.
Oof. Stephen, you spelling.
I know.
Gave me a chill.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as racism.
Yeah.
And racism is fucking terrible.
We got to have priorities. We got to fix prepositional that before we fix racism.
Yeah. Bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Take out the grammar Nazis, then the regular Nazis.
100%.
Uh-huh.
I'm so with it. Not. What if the whole time they were just joking? They're like, nah, these. What? Hitler was not smart.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, I guess in his mind, he was smart. You know? He was. Yeah.
It's kind of unfair that he's in heaven right now.
Yeah, I know. With the 72 virgins.
With Jesus.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever seen the website JesusIsHitler.com?
No.
Or no, maybe it's Jesus is the Antichrist. I think it's Jesus is Hitler.
I don't like that because my son is not Hitler.
Oh. Your son is what?
My son.
Because you're God.
I'm God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I could do the God complex joke.
I saw somebody else do Dan's joke about killing Jesus again.
Really?
It was like a really bad open micer.
I could do God complex joke tonight.
Okay. God simplex.
No.
You have a God simplex.
I'll say it's not like it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I'm just God. It's not that complex. Everyone says it's not that complex. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just God.
Yeah. It should be a God simplex.
Yeah. And if anyone
complex.
doesn't laugh, I'm like, oh, sorry. What, we have a religious crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, am I canceled?
Oh, I came up with a really funny diss
What?
you could use on anybody.
Okay, what is it?
You go,
I'm rubber your glue.
you know how people get really stupid tattoos?
No, I've never.
Sometimes people get stupid tattoos they regret. I got one. I got the stupidest tattoo ever. It's a tattoo of your brain. So you could use that as a diss on anybody.
There's worse tattoos you can get.
No, it's the stupidest one ever.
There's
Because it's your brain.
No,
The
but-
stupidest thing ever.
No, what if you
That's
got,
the joke.
what if
God
you what
damn
if
it.
you got one of like of yourself sucking on a dick or something?
Well, that's all right nowadays.
Yeah, I mean it's 2023, folks.
Yeah. I mean, don't hang out with me, but you could do that.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me or be my friend, but whatever you want, in your life.
Sorry for dismantling your diss. Oh, I did. I dismantled your diss.
I'm
dude.
gonna do that to somebody tonight.
What is
The other thing I've been doing on stage is I go, hey, I'm from Indiana, and the thing about it is there's a lot of crazy bad people there, but it taught me to get along with people who are different from me. Like the host Drake, he doesn't have like, I don't agree with everything he says. He says that little people don't have souls because the soul wouldn't fit.
Oh yeah, you said that about you did that for Tina.
I did it about Tina. Oh yeah. So I've been doing that like on whoever.
Yeah, that's great. Well,
Yeah.
I like how everyone did something for Tina. Like,
That
Tina-
was fun, dude. Yeah, it's fun. It naturally like happened.
You guys should keep doing it.
Every show.
Yeah, it's going with a new thing.
It's because I went up first and did it.
Yeah,
I think I was first, or was I second?
that'd be funny if everyone did it except Dan.
They
Cass.
switched my spot where I wasn't supposed to go up that early, so I was kind of like not prepared, but it ended up working out fine.
It'd be funny if one person didn't catch on, like Dan Cass just didn't do it.
Yeah.
They get
Oh god.
You
I
made
gotta
fun of
deal
so
with all
much.
that Dan Cass message. The
yeah,
long Dan Cass message I have to read.
yeah, fun. That sounds like a fun activity.
Yeah.
I have to do home improvement. Oh no, I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude.
I'm replacing some stairs first.
I have to do some dome improvement.
You're gonna give dome to a man?
My girl's gonna give me dome.
Pretty sure it's what I said.
I'm gonna improve the ceiling of the dome with my cum.
I said it first, so mine's right.
That was what I was gonna say. You cut me off.
No, you said you're gonna suck a man off.
No way. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I would never do that out of respect for God.
And guys,
Why would I do that?
Me and Jason were talking about this, but I found his Letterboxd review of Brokeback Mountain, and he said he loved it. It was sexy and sweaty and sexy, and it'll be deleted by the time this comes out.
This is provably false.
How?
Because my phone is the camera right now, and everybody watching, I can't delete it because my phone is on the camera. So everyone watching this can look it up right now and see it's not there.
No, you can't because it's not live.
Yeah, it's live. Max Sorich is watching. Max, look it up.
Oh, that's true. Max, look it up.
Yeah, he said this isn't real.
Well, let's
Before
wait.
you can
Let's
lie.
wait.
Nope,
We
he
gotta
already
wait.
said it. I know you're gonna lie and
no,
say
he
he said
did.
it, so
He-
I tried to beat you
no,
to it.
he said
You're
it.
gonna lie and
He
say
said
he
it.
said it, but he didn't.
Fuck you, Max.
Beat you to it.
Why is Max such a big super fan of ours?
Because he has bad taste.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like, I don't take it as a compliment that Max Sorich loves us. I actually take it as an insult and think we should change things up. So that
yeah, we're gonna have to
I
change
think it's probably a
lot.
better rule to go against what he likes.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to add like we'll add like Sorab as a third chair.
You ever hear someone telling a joke and then you finish their joke for them and then they get mad at you? Like, that's what I was going to say. Why'd you finish it for me?
Well, we have the same brain, so it happens all the time.
It happens. Well, that's fine when we have the same brain, but when it's like a random person and they get mad at you, I kind of think like you shouldn't get mad at me. You should re-examine how obvious your fucking punchline is,
Well,
bitch.
when that happens,
Because I came up with it too.
when that happens, I don't like get mad, but I'm like, damn it, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I wish,
exactly.
Because I wish I got it in first.
Exactly, and that's cool. But like when it's like a joke you've prepared and it's part of your stand-up act, you should probably go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I actually do use a drawing board
Yeah.
for my stand up, like a big drawing board,
I use a
a chalkboard. I use
do
it.
a drawing quarter board.
I bought a huge chalkboard. I don't know, it's on my wall, and
For doing really big math problems.
no, and Chris Piggins snuck in, and
What?
Well, I found this out later. He was
Is he friends with Ham
he was
Taylor?
scratching his nails on that chalkboard.
Oh my god!
I was in a way different room, and I walked out, and because I thought it was Brian Lareau talking.
Yeah,
It turned out it was just Chris Piggins scratching the
yeah.
chalkboard.
I was at the animal hospital, and I was like, "Is Brian Lareau here?" And no, it's just a bunch of cats dying.
Neuro would hate that.
Yeah, dude. I know my favorite movie is like Gummo. I could never show her.
Yeah.
It's all about dead cats.
The secret
I just
side of-
watched a movie last night called Reanimator. And there's this guy he puts this potion in people and they come back to life and then they just get really violent and crazy.
No.
And he kills the cat and then they have to like fight the cat.
I watched
I can never show Nura this.
I watched a similar movie called R-Wordinator. We're on YouTube.
What would that even be? What is it? What is the process of
Recardinator. I'm trying to say what I would say if I don't want to say the real word. But he basically gives you a shot and it makes you R-worded.
Okay.
It's like the Bactine. Bactine, you know that stuff you put on your so that you don't get germs. You know,
so you don't get that.
That's what I was
disease,
talking
so
about.
You don't get the disease
No, we
that's
can't talk.
spreading throughout the.
Oh, you're talking about laughter.
Yeah.
The disease of laughter.
The greatest disease of them all.
Yeah, guys, the reason we're doing this right now is
Love
'cause
conquers
we're
all.
trying to dance around not getting demonetized by talking about that one thing that...
I wonder if when you say the word demonetize, they automatically are just like, fuck it, demonetize them. They even know they're getting demonetized.
Fuck,
Just
yeah.
demonetize them.
We're going to have to start... we're going to start bleeping out...
You can't spell demonetize without demon.
Yeah, demon time. I was saying demon time probably can't be demonetized.
Yeah, I'm on demon time, which means I'm spreading a bunch of misinformation.
Yeah. Oh, so...
I'm disseminating misinformation.
Yeah, so-
I'm on demon time.
So, disseminating also.
Demonetized.
So that actually leads into what I was going to just say just
Yeah.
now. So,
There's disseminating information, and then there's inseminating your wife.
a lot different.
Very different.
But you're talking about your diss, the one that I dismantled.
Yeah.
What is diss? What's that supposed to be short for?
Dis.
Yeah, diss. It's short for something.
Dis nuts.
No, it's supposed to be short for. It's not disassociative.
No, it's short for dis.
Oh,
ball
it's
sack.
no, it's like dismissive.
Dis nuts.
It's like dismissive. You're dismissive.
Dis nuts.
It's these.
No, it's dis nuts.
These. These. What about dismissive? Is that how Dale would say dismissive?
That's how he would say it.
Dismissive. Oh, he also called me and left me another voicemail.
Dale?
Yeah, I wanted to play it off my phone, but I can't.
Oh yeah, it's on the camera.
But he was singing, "I see trees of green, red roses too. I see the blue for me and you." And he said, "I love you, Mac."
Yeah. I think to myself,
was
what a
weird.
wonderful world. That wasn't Dale.
No,
Dale would never think that.
Yeah, he stopped before that part.
And I think to myself, what a terrible world.
I hate Earth.
Yeah.
And I think to
And I think to
myself,
myself,
what a terrible Earth.
everything bad that ever happened to me here.
Disassociative. I took some disassociative.
Dale is, I suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
I'm addicted to Xanax. A lot of benzos.
I have 104 different personalities that all have a list.
Can I get some benzos?
Yeah.
My favorite benzos
How does Dale sound on benzos?
Oh man, dude! Imagine him trying to buy Xanax. Hey, I'm looking for some benzos. You got any Xanax?
Then he's on Xanax. He's like, it's just one big lisp.
It's like, yeah, what's up? He's like, oh. That's good. That's good.
See, if you don't know Dale, you could enjoy that. We're just making fun of a guy's lisp.
Guys, just go follow him at Real Cute Dude on Instagram, or just type in Dale McPeak. If you don't know who he is, he's pretty funny.
Take a peek.
Yeah, but if you don't understand any of the Dale fat jokes, then you'll understand if you look at his Instagram.
Yeah,
and his voice from his he has reels.
He's got reels.
The day after, I dropped a clip of him talking shit about reels, about comedy reels.
Yeah.
Like he was like going out on them, like now everything's a fucking reel, and then he posted 10 days in a row of reels of his special.
Yeah. That wasn't him though. It was his. He's got like management or something.
It was Brian Rowe's crew.
It was Brian LaRoe.
Brian Rowe.
Remember when Brian Rowe was at Power Hour and he kept saying he was going to get famous before everybody
No,
else?
because I refused to go because he was on it.
And I remember thinking in my head, buddy, none of us are getting famous. I hope we all die today.
Yeah. when it came to that Power Hour, when I heard he was the drinker, I did like the opposite of a Martin Luther King thing. I did to sit out.
Yeah. Sit out.
Yeah.
Instead of sit in.
Yeah, that's right.
I think a lot of people did. It was pretty empty.
Yeah.
Pretty empty.
How was did the Junior show up?
Nope. I wish he would have. But they had this other guy doing Alex Romulus or something.
Oh, I know him. Yeah.
He's cool, but he was kind of annoying when he got drunk.
They won't. Chris Damon is blocking me being drinker.
Why?
I don't know. I'm pissed. I guess I don't go enough.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, Courtney called me, and
Wait, somebody told you it was specifically Chris? Or maybe they just, you know what happens, dude, is you ask too much and it makes people not want to do it because everyone's contrarian.
Yeah, well, oh no,
So you
I
asked
didn't.
you
I
probably
didn't.
asked too much.
No, I didn't.
And they probably just, Chris was like, you just blame it on me.
No, I asked a long while back. I asked Courtney, and she was like, "Oh, Chris handles all
You
that."
claimed to not ask Tina a lot to be on How to Hell, but then she told me you ask all the time.
I asked one time.
No, I've seen you ask more than once.
Oh,
with my own
in
eyes.
person? Oh, yeah.
In person, you'll ask a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Well, that was after she told me Reggie's books, and I know that
You really peer pressured me and Drake to book you on Into the Line.
I really
night.
didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
After the show, where like Drake was like, "We need one more for the next show," and you're like, "You should book me." And then I was said send a clip or something, and then you just kept asking us for like a while.
Oh yeah, well you should book me. I'm good.
We'll think about it.
Okay.
You're on the show tonight.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you got it.
That was fast.
But that's what I mean. Like
yeah, that's how I get booked.
Yeah, you harass people.
Oh no, but with this one in particular, I didn't as much as normal.
No, End of the Line. No.
For Power Hour.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Power Hour, I texted Courtney a few months ago, and she said to ask
You
Chris-
always say you want to be the drinker, though. So I was thinking maybe you do say it more than you think.
maybe, and then
Because I've heard you say it a bunch.
And she told me to. She's like, I'm not really sure. Ask Damon. I texted Damon.
David said no.
He said ask Courtney.
My parents used to do that to me all the time when I was a kid. They go ask your mother,
Yeah.
and then my mom would say, "Is
And then
Dad okay with it?" I go, "He told me to ask you."
Yeah. Then I waited like a month.
What is this bureaucracy?
Yeah, and then
Am I living Franz Kafka's The Trial?
And then I hit her up, and she was like, "You don't go enough." I was like,
Ooh.
and then
They got your
She called me
ass.
more recently, and I was like, I picked up the phone, and I was like, "Are you calling because Junior dropped out a drinker and he needed a sub?"
That's funny.
I was like, either way, I can't do it because I can't.
They have
I
had
have to
a-
wake up early. But she's like, no, she was calling for another reason.
What was it for drugs?
It still had. It was still adjacent to that person. It was
She
about. It was
called
about.
you
It was
to-
about. It was about
Oh,
that
I
whole
know what you're
thing.
talking about. She called you for drugs. So they have had a string of annoying drinkers, I feel like. Brian Rowe, this Alex guy, who I like as a guy, but he was kind of annoying when he got drunk. He was talking over everybody was the problem.
I don't know. I never
And
do that.
not saying anything that good.
Well, I say good stuff.
Everyone kept going, that added nothing. People kept saying that every time he would interrupt them, and they'd be like, "Why did you interrupt me to say nothing?"
Next
And
time,
he just kept doing it.
next time there's a bad drinker, like you should like in passing be like, dude,
But
they should got Mac. For
The
this.
thing is, though, is like when somebody's annoying drinker is what I called them. I don't know if they're bad because you're kind of supposed to be annoying.
it's
You
all
know
about,
what I mean? It's like
It's all about if it's entertaining.
you can't. Yeah, it can't really fail unless it's not entertaining.
yeah.
Which to me, the worst drinkers are the people who don't say anything, the people who are
Yeah.
too quiet. And I think also the people who don't drink are the worst drinkers because
Yeah.
that's boring.
I get fucked up.
Everyone talks about Adam Quaslow drinking a lot of Mountain Dews, but like I was there that night. It wasn't good. It was just he kept talking about how much Mountain Dew he's drinking, and drinking Mountain Dew is boring.
It sucked.
It was like all the emphasis was just on how much Mountain Dew a guy could drink. It feels
Yeah.
like 8th grade lunchroom. Like
It's like
could you drink all of the milks?
Yeah,
We got you all the milks. Can
it's
you
like-
finish them all for $1?
did he think like we didn't know he was fat prior to him telling us that he's drinking a lot of Mountain Dews?
Yeah.
He's like the most noticeably really fat guy of all time.
What's the most amount of pop you drink in a day?
I don't really drink pop.
Like in your life?
Like one.
When I was a kid, I used to drink pop a lot. I think I had like 5.
That's a white trash thing.
Dr. Peppers. Yeah. Well, I had brothers, so I'd want to finish. I would want to drink them before they drank them all. So I would try and drink a bunch in a row. It creates a frantic environment where whenever there's a good snack, everyone tries to eat it really fast.
Yeah.
That way,
My parents.
otherwise you don't get any.
My parents gave us the worst. We had the worst snacks.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
What kind of snacks you get?
Like nothing.
Just shit from the pig farm.
Pretty much nothing.
Just whatever leftover grain or corn that they'd
Yeah.
feed to pigs.
Pig feed. Yeah. Actually, so yeah, Paul's kind of right about the birds. It's called bird feed, and it's normally food, but it's also pig feed or hog feed. So, but pigs fly.
There's wild
pigs
hogs.
fly.
Yeah, they do.
So
Would pigs fly?
yeah.
This is what it feels like.
Oh
when
no, but
pigs fly.
and then
Bing, 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 bing.
and then but at the beginning of my phone call with Courtney, then I was like, and then
She called you, and then you picked up the phone and just started talking.
Yeah.
Not what do you need, Courtney? You're like, hey, all right, I got a bunch of stuff to say to you.
Well,
Now that
no.
you're calling me.
Well, there was a reason behind. I knew she was calling in regards to the person that dropped out of being drinker.
Who we already said was Junior.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Anyways, but basically, I picked up the phone and I was like, let me guess, Junior dropped out of Power Hour. You need a drinker?
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, not yet, but I will. But,
not yet.
I was like, that's not. I was like, even if that's why you were calling, I can't.
I kind of want to check on him. I hope he's okay. It's funny that I always feel bad for the abusive person. I always take
but
I never take the victim side. It's like the victim has enough people on their side. Everyone takes the victim side.
I was like, why don't you guys let me be a drinker?
Taking the victim side is easy.
And then I said, I think I just have to kill Brandon. And she was like, it's not Brandon. And I was like, And I was like, then I must be Damon. And she's like, yep.
I really don't think anyone's blocking you from being the drinker. I think they just do it very last minute, and they probably don't think of you because you're not there as much. Like they just like this Alex guy doing it. He's always there. Well, he guest hosts sometimes.
I've done it since like October, and Greg Bartuzzi, I did it like twice in 2 months.
I know because he's always around them.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like the point is like,
I just have to go there more. But the problem is I go to Beer Belly. I have to pick one of those per week.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe I'll switch off.
I don't know. Yeah.
Or maybe I'll go to 3 Power Hours.
I do both Beer Belly and Power every week, and it's killing me.
I know.
I also stay the whole time at both.
And you don't
I show up at the beginning and
you don't
the
drink
whole
also,
night.
and it's still tough for you.
And then I don't go to any more open mics to the week. I feel like I did my 8 hours of open micing on Thursday and Friday. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should probably leave earlier and go to more other stuff.
Yeah. No.
But I got to play in the band. I got to host. We didn't have a guitar player the last couple of weeks, and I kind of figured out how to play bass as a guitar. Like, it's kind of fun. This is not funny or anything. I figured out how to be like a one-man band with a bass.
Jason, that was funny. Well, wait.
Thank you.
If you can do that, and I can do every singer voice, every person, then we can be a 2-man, 1-man band.
A bass and
you do all the instruments, and I do all the singing.
Well, we could do drums. I'll just use Fruity Loops, I guess.
Yeah, because I don't want Matt.
I made a rap beat on stream.
I don't want Matt Perez. I don't want Brandon.
There I could play the drums.
I don't want Matt Perez because he's too nice, and I don't want Brandon because he's too mean.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
for drummers.
Don't get me wrong. If you're listening to this, Matt Perez, I love you. And I think you're great. But I was arguing against you being the coolest person.
I couldn't think of anyone cooler still. But
what about
Ryder Ollie plays
PD
the drums,
Rodriguez,
and Dan Docimo plays the drums. So you have more drumming options.
Maybe Dran. But Dran might not.
Dran Docimo. I mean, the thing about Ryder and Dan is they're both kind of out of our league. They're both actually very talented drummers.
Well,
Ryder is a professional drummer for a while.
Once I start dropping Highwayman songs, a band will come behind me.
I don't really like the Highwaymen, so I'm probably gonna not enjoy this project. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you should just check them out more. They have 2 albums. Oh, but what I was trying to tell you earlier is they have the song Highwayman by the Highwaymen, and then in their second album,
does any of their music sound like Young Thug?
Yeah. Most of it. No, and
then I'll check it out.
Well, they were kind of outlaws. They were young.
They sound like you been a dip at my lifestyle.
Yeah, they're like
my lifestyle.
Yeah, in one of the songs, they're like hop on the 15 passenger. This is G5. Now this on the Challenger, big ones. That's a song by Willie Nelson.
That's I believe the Mexican rap group Amigos.
Actually, that was by Merle Haggard, I think. They're like you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it.
Nice.
That's just Kermit. It's tough because there are so many musicians that have Kermit in it, but you just got to figure out the right amount of Kermit. Like Merle Haggard has very heavy Kermit. Tracy Chapman has some Kermit. Has a decent amount of Kermit.
How about Randy Newman? He's kind of Kermity.
A little bit. His is a little bit different though. It's like a rasp. Like,
Yeah, it's like smoker Kermit.
I could do maybe Louis Armstrong too. Even.
Yeah,
I see trees of green.
that's not bad.
Red roses too. I see a Jew.
Oh my God.
And I say hello. I love you. Because I love the
And
Jews,
I
folks.
think to myself, Israel belongs to the Jews.
Well, you know, I support both sides
Yeah,
of that
I know.
conflict. That's why I send $10,000 every year to both sides, $5,000 each side,
Uh-huh.
and then I send.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world it would be if the Jews got Israel.
Yeah, and Ukraine said they want cluster bombs. So I misheard them. I thought they wanted honey bunches of oats with clusters of granola. So
Yeah.
I sent them a box of that.
You remember we were in...
And they said, this is good, but this is not what we wanted.
Remember the first time you heard there was a planet called Uranus?
Yeah.
Life has not been that good since then. That was the best.
Life's been good to me so far.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Joe Walsh.
I
I can't think of any more about it. I like the Eagles, dude. I didn't like the Eagles when I was a kid, and as an adult, I like the Eagles. I think that's a sign of aging. As you start to like the Eagles.
Yeah. You're going to start liking Man Without Hats a lot, too.
No. Please, no.
I'm going to drive by your place. You're going to be doing the safety dance.
No.
You're going to be jumping around. And if you're watching on video,
person.
you're going to be doing this dance
Yeah.
with your arms.
You know there's a little person in the video.
That's a really good song.
Uh-huh.
Folks, have a very safety dance week.
Yeah, we done?
Well, this comes out Wednesday. Because
Talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
yeah, folks, we're doing the flippity dippity this week. We're gonna give you the guest episode early to the patrons because we like the patrons more, and then we're gonna give to you pigs out there that I can't afford $3.99 a month.
Fucking pigs.
We're gonna. Oh, we didn't do any ads.
That's all right.
We'll
I didn't really feel like it anyway.
I'll do Cool Steeper Club real quick. Brought to you by hold up your Cool Steeper Club. So that is a Cool Steeper Club picture they will send you. It's a subscription
It's
to
got a filter in it with the T in it.
and it's a subscription you won't want to cancel. So who cares if you forget about it? Just like our podcast.
They send me 4 bags of tea every month that make about 4 pictures each.
Right. And it looks just like drugs.
16 pictures of tea.
It looks just like drugs. So the DA might be there when it shows up, but your neighbors are going to be like,
So don't send it to the trap house.
yeah. So the neighbors are going to be like, wow, this person's a badass.
Yeah.
So on top of that, what you do is you get the bag, you don't fumble it, you flip it and tumble it into the filter here, and then fill that thing with water, and it steeps. It steeps overnight
in the fridge.
And what we mean by steeps is like the barbarians of the steppes, the Huns. So it does that kind of thing overnight, and it makes tea.
You know, this is the church. This is the steeple.
Yeah, open the doors and
See all the tea.
and see all the people, folks. See all the tea, people.
Dude, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I thought I invented something. I put coffee and tea in the same glass. I was going to call it cough tea.
Is that a
It was
thing?
the most disgusting thing I ever drank, though, so no one will ever drink it. But cough tea was something I invented. It's bad.
I know Brad.
but I did make
I know
it.
Brad cough tea.
Yeah. How
Shout
about Rena Comb tea? Comedy.
guys, if you want some raving reviews of Cool Steeper Club, Brad Cough Tea is a subscriber to Cool Steeper Club.
If you want some Raven reviews, talk to Brian Crow.
Or talk to That's So Raven person.
Yeah.
And so get that. CoolSteeperClub.com. CoolSteeperClub.com promo code Bad Comedy.
Yeah.
25.
Use that in the discount box. Bad Comedy in the discount box. Gives you
50% off.
25% off.
Just yeah. Actually, let's under promise and over deliver. It's only 20. It's 20% off, guys.
Yeah, go there.
And then you're
Put
gonna
in Bad
You're
Comedy.
gonna go there. You might be pleasantly surprised. They're
Yeah.
raising the extra 5% in there for you.
And then they actually give us money if you do that. So
They do, and maybe we'll get better chords.
yeah.
And
Then maybe our podcast will stop breaking.
Yeah, like every other week. And
And you could also give us money by signing up on patreon.com/badcomedy.
And it also not only just gives us money, it gives you access to every single episode ever made, which is at this point at least 7,000. We've been doing it since 1980s.
And it costs less than a
six.
beer a month, you alcoholics. Just drink one less beer at the bar.
Well, nowadays with inflation, an Arnold Palmer costs $3.99. Used to be
God
99
damn.
cents. Yeah. So instead of getting that one Arnold Palmer you get every day,
See, Arnold Palmer invented iced tea and lemonade, and he called it Arnold Palmer. I was trying to invent coffee and tea,
what about
and I called it cough tea,
What about
and it sucks.
Rena
It tastes
Calmer?
really bad, really bitter.
Rena Calmer?
Yeah, I said that one too.
You said that?
I said Rena Calmedy
Oh, nice.
or Calmity
Calm.
because she calls her stuff Calmedy.
Oh, dude.
She calls her comedy.
One last thing
Rena
before we
Calmedy.
do plugs. But join patreon.com/badcomedy. There's a Facebook group called the Chicago Comedy Scene, and I enjoyed that page. And then now it's Gwen Rose is the name on there now.
Not heard about this, but interesting.
But I'm probably just gonna leave. Like I think John Stockwell is like funny and weird.
Yeah, I like John. He used to be my roommate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's a secret rich guy,
You guys are both kind of old.
but he's self-made.
Bobby Buds is secret, not
But he's
self-made rich.
not
Yeah.
self-made.
Mm-hmm.
John is self-made.
Yeah,
He gets really nervous when I talk about it.
the candy
But
industry.
he does a really good job.
The candy industry.
He doesn't like me.
Yeah,
telling
but
people.
he's not a tycoon like Bobby Buds.
No.
Bobby Buds is like absurdly rich, and he
Yeah.
he pretends that he's like the poorest guy in the world.
I always wanted to be a tycoon. That's why I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I could pretend to be a tycoon on the computer.
I bought a tie from our friend Coondog.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, this is like a tycoon.
I accidentally got a typhoon thinking I'd be a tycoon.
I got typhoid fever.
Oof.
Yeah. So you got any plugs?
You know how
Oh,
some
when's
people,
your ham show?
You know how some people got a complex? You got a herpes simplex.
I like that.
Thanks.
Wait,
My ham show?
Yeah, tell them.
Oh, I'm doing Humble Jungle soon. I forget when it is.
Is it in June?
I think so. But the main show I want to promote is June 8th at the American Legion. I'm doing a show for Donnie Townsend's in town. Tickets are $10. Grab them on my, go to my Instagram, Cool Jason Melton. The ticket link is in the bio.
Are you gonna fly anybody in for it?
I'm flying in Donnie Townsend from Iowa. We got Junior on the show.
No, are you to fly in
Bands.
any patrons?
I'm flying in all the patrons.
Okay, cool. They just got to send
Every
you.
single
They just got to
patron.
pay for the ticket.
They just have to express interest.
They just pay for
And
the.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
pay their flight ticket.
Oh,
Watch
okay.
nobody take me up on that.
Okay.
Pussies, you fucking pussies.
I bet you.
Hey, if you're not a patron, sign up.
Yeah.
And then say you want to come to the show, and I'll pay for your plane ticket.
No, I think it's too late. Maybe next week we'll do the same offer. You got to be a patron right now.
Become a patron. I'll fly you out.
I'll
I'll fly you out like you're my expensive girlfriend.
I would like to plug my birthday on June 3rd. I will fly out one lucky patron. I'm doing a sweepstakes. Just comment, fly me Blazer.
We're flying everyone out, bro.
Yeah, comment, fly me.
Who we think we are? P. Diddy?
Yeah, comment, fly me Blazer, and then I'll fly you out. Just buy the ticket and figure out your own lodging, and then send me the links. And then
If you're looking for a lodging, try the lodge.
send me
Look
the
for a lodge.
But get this.
That's a good place.
They just got to
lodge.
send me the links for all the itinerary and everything, and then send me to the cart. Then send me the money, and then I'll book it for them. So guys, that's all inclusive.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Your
trip out
regular,
here, and you get to stay out here. You just gotta send the money, send the itinerary, for everything, and then you get to hang out with us.
Just hit up Orbits.
Yeah, he'll be on my birthday.
I think
I hope.
Mike Kanish used to work for Orbits, and he got fired for writing a fake story about having a customer had like a retarded sibling or something. It was a
Yeah.
fake story. He got fired because he posted on Facebook. And his like boss was like trying to support his comedy, and then he didn't like how offensive it was.
Dale didn't go to both my last two birthdays.
What a jerk.
Yeah, so this is his third strike. If he doesn't come, then
Dale doesn't think anybody but himself.
yeah,
Selfish guy.
he's already got enough people in one person.
He should
like,
really-
if you think about weight, like how many
Yeah.
Michael Robinsons is Dale?
If somebody random was doing you a favor, I would not guess Dale.
Yeah. If you looked at the list of people on the Chicago Marathon, I wouldn't. Wouldn't look for Dale. All right, folks. Follow me at Bad Boy Comedy. Today's Wednesday, so check out End of the Line show 4 or 5 days ago or something like that. And I'll have some shows coming up. I'm going to start bugging people and making them and extorting and blackmailing them to book me. I'll be the drinker at Power Hour once I go 3 weeks in a row and never going again after I'm a drinker. So I hope that Courtney rejoined as a patron.
Hey, what's up, Courtney?
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
That whole thing where I said I'm going to go 3 times and never go again was a joke.
I've heard people express fear that if they cancel, that you'll come after them.
Yeah.
Our patrons are
Yeah. Well,
they live and die by the sword.
they're not wrong. A patron's never left, and it's not going to happen now on my watch. Not on my watch.
Hang with the ops, get killed with the ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other person we've ever left is that crazy guy that likes Sam Talent.
Yeah.
That hated Sam Talent.
Flu Flam.
The guy that hated Sam Talent, and we could do long comments.
All right.
Everyone else has always been around. We're at 1,000 patrons, folks.
Flu Flam and up.
Even though you can see that how many we really have. We're at 1,000. But we love you guys.
Oh no, it's hang with the ops, get slain with the ops.
Get slain with the ops.
Hang with the ops, get slain with the ops.
My birthday is June 3rd, so it'd mean a lot if you guys just texted me happy birthday. or just message me. Put on my Facebook so I look cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Love you guys. We'll catch you on the other side once the rotation of Ham Talent's gravitational pull is over.
Yeah, dude.